Good afternoon, Sean here, Mountains Garage. It's a quiet, rainy Sunday afternoon. I had a couple hours. I thought I'd mess around with the wheels and tires for the 71 Nova. Normally I'd wait till it's about 90 degrees and humid to start mounting tires, but why not do it on a nice cool day? That's my tire machine. It's old. It gets the job done. I'm in the market for a new one. I love this style machine. I mounted thousands of police car tires. I used to work on police cars. On a Coates 4040, I guess it was. I mean, when you work on cop cars, you change a lot of tires. And I could do it with my eyes closed. I could do just about any wheel and tire on that and not hurt a thing. I've made adapters to do like 14-inch wide wheels for big slicks and stuff. Never had a problem, never considered getting, I just had transitioned into the parts room and then actually left being a commercial mechanic or at a municipal garage. About the time we actually bought a rim clamp. I've only used it a few times. The one we bought had every option known to man. I don't want that. I want a simple swing arm. I've been kind of studying them. The only reason I want it is my wife has a fairly new Camry 2017. It's got 18-inch wheels. And on that, they're no fun to mount. It's almost impossible, but I've done it a couple times. I wouldn't recommend it. Personally, I don't recognize a tire bigger than 16. It should only be 15-inch on a car, period. I don't like big wheels and small sidewalls. I'm glad some people do. I don't. I think it looks awful. One guy's opinion. It's okay. You can have yours, I can have mine. Maybe we'll agree. Who knows? Anyway, let's show you what I'm doing today. My goal was to run the widest, tallest tire I possibly could. And a stock Nova rear end, I believe, is 60.5 inches. I narrowed this one to 59.5. So I wanted about a half inch on either side. And I also corrected, like I mentioned before, the rear end or the body on a Nova gives you about a half inch less clearance, I think, on this side than this side. And I did trim the outer lip. One side was already trimmed, and this one had a new quarter, and we trimmed it at the same time, and I showed you the other modification we did. Because I wanted them to tuck right up. It goes about halfway to the wheel when it's complete. But I did not want to run the chrome reverse wheels that these tires were mounted on. So you have to do some juggling. You know, take the tires off the chrome reverse wheels, and then take the tires off the black wheels, the rally wheels. They're both 15 by 8, 5.5 backspace. So you end up, off and on the machine a couple times. I use the nylon coated tool. It doesn't hurt a thing. This machine is not overly powerful, but it does get the job done. I bought it for, I believe, $200. That's sitting on I think I put it on the pallet, but it had been sitting outside. I've done absolutely nothing to it, including I haven't even cleaned it. It works fine. The balancer, I bought one of the last days I was at work. One of the guys that also worked there used to have a repair shop, and he had this. I think I paid $300 for this, and this works great. It's, just hand powered. It does have a brake on it, so it does stop itself, but it is super accurate, easy to use. Try to keep the screen covered up. Well, the floating mung doesn't get it, but I went ahead and so I'm using the front wheels and tires off the Model A. Let's just show you. So the Nova had these 185 70s on a 6-inch chrome reverse wheel, but the whole thing is only 14-inch. And it didn't look bad. You really couldn't tell. I don't know why they'd run 15s in the back and 14s in the front. Must have been what they had. It's too bad these are brand new. They're probably old. I was going to check the date on them. All the tires I have, even though they've never been outside, even the ones off the Model A I bought in 2011. So I better use them up for the just age out. Some people would say they're already aged out. So the fate of these, I don't know. I guess I'll stick them on the front of the Model A at least to roll it around. And who knows. These were my rollers for the back. The tires are new-ish, or brand new, I think. I think they actually got the blue still on them. Yep, still got blue on them. On some stock car wheels I had. They make excellent, mock-up. So now the front's going to have a 165/80. So the second number, the 80, the aspect ratio. The higher that is, the taller the tire is going to end up. It's the relationship between the width and height, aspect ratio, that's what they call it. And it's only a 4-inch wide wheel, 15-inch. I wish it was a little wider. I actually wish the front tires were a little bit bigger, but I went ahead and balanced them and stuck them on there for now. You know, if I was drag racing, I'd have a front runner tire, which is probably this size or smaller. And I've been plenty fast and had to make corrections with that, so I don't think it's a big deal. It's going to be a good look. And then the 265/75s on the 15/8. Plenty of room. I actually have wheel spacers I could use, but this, when it's on the ground, the wheel well comes to about here. It's a good look. It's on the, I mean, it looks good sitting on the lift now. I'll pan back and look at it, but so when this wheel well goes, I mean, the lower the wheel well goes, the cooler it gets. But plenty of room, front and back. That's not an issue anymore. See, it's been trimmed, so it could tuck all the way to the bulge if it had to. And then finally, the poverty caps, cop car caps, whatever you want to call them, taxi cab. Now, if it's set on the ground at even this stance, it would look pretty cool, but they got 4 or 5 inches of travel up into the wheel well to do. I have to save that for another day when I get some weight on it. But I think it's okay. For these same wheels, I have the trim rings and the rally type center caps, but especially the rear, it comes with an extra wide trim ring. It's almost back to a chrome wheel, and that's not what I want. So this is going to be it for me right here. I want it to look plain Jane. I was sorting through my parts again this morning, early morning. Sorting the parts for the 71 and for the 72. Trying to get the 72 stuff out of the way. Everything I have duplicates of. Take a mental inventory because it'll be a while before I actually put that car together. I'm looking forward to doing that car because I have to make everything, and that's just easier. All the interior stuff, it'll be sheet metal or aluminum. Like bumper brackets and stuff, I'll have to make. It'll probably have glass bumpers on it, I'm not sure yet. When you're messing with all the reproduction, new stock stuff, you dream of doing custom stuff, and probably when you're building the custom stuff, you dream of just taking something out of the package and bolting it on. But that's the way it goes. I had already mocked up the 71 with the 2-inch drop spindles that are on it. But looking through the boxes today, I remembered that I still have to rebuild the front suspension, change the bushings. They're cracked. I mean, it came from California where it's hot all the time and dry. And they're old. And the only part of the brake system I don't know about is the front calipers. I know the front hoses aren't any good. I already got those. So I might as well buy new calipers too at this point. The rotors are new. They were on backwards. I already fixed that when I was messing with the spindles. And just I need to make that list we talked about. But that's it for today. Just a short video. I'm going to go in the house and do something else. Have a great day. Talk to you next time.